I think it's time to check out some of the best plays of the game again.
Yeah, in fact, I loved hearing Sheldon talking about the reaction to the Willie Parker lightning bolt down the field, and I think that people around the area are kind of processing that indeed. And Sheldon's standing by here now. Sheldon, before we get to the celebration part of it, tell us what it was like in the stands when things were kind of rough going, when it seemed like we just couldn't really get all of the engines moving. Maybe Sheldon bringing him in. I'm not sure.
It was very exciting being in the stands. You know, coming into Detroit, a lot of people I know say they wish they could be here. And when I spoke to them on the telephone, they say they wish they could be in the stands. Well, the vantage point we had with Steelers Nation was absolutely incredible. We would have two great plays. The Ben Roethlisberger Hail Mary on that 3rd and long, and then that great pass later on. But here it is, Ben Roethlisberger.
He has time. He's going to launch one, and it is to the 3-yard line by Hines Ward. So Ben Roethlisberger is in the middle, and he's so careful about where the look
gets up the field like Wistrom does. Escape to that side, get out to that side, and continue to Hines Ward. Try to bunch, and then he comes here. Hines Ward coming.
And we have reaction from the fans from that great play by Ben Roethlisberger to Hines Ward. Now what you're looking at, I guess this is the option pass that Randall L. threw to Hines Ward at towards the end of the game, and with reaction from the fans who saw that play full of electricity and excitement on that blockbuster play.
You know, what a great feeling to actually have an opportunity to hold that Lombardi trophy and not hold it just because somebody gave it to you. You hold that trophy because you won it. And, that's the most amazing feeling in the world, and it's a feeling I've been waiting for 13 years, and I'm just glad I was able to come back and hold that trophy and take it back home to Pittsburgh.
Okay, apparently we didn't have the fan reaction. We wanted to see some listeners to the fans reacting to the girls. But anyway, we'll get back to that a little bit later on. We'll give it back to you, Scott and Michelle.
All right, Sheldon, no problem. We're queuing up things from Bettis to get as much of that as possible. Just hearing him talk about being able to hold that trophy. And, you know, there are nights when Bettis would run for 100 yards, and I think he earned every one of those 43 yards tonight. And all of those victories leading up in his Hall of Fame career certainly built the foundation for this team to win tonight.
Oh, we were all rooting for Jerome. In fact, let's hear some more from Jerome right now.
Well, we knew that they had gained some momentum there, but we knew, we had started to move the football really well, and it was just a matter of time before we were able to get it going. Our defense played great the whole game. Offensively, we didn't get it going in the first half, and so we put our defense out there, but they did a great job for us the whole game long, and holding that team in there, only, 10 points, was it? I mean, that was incredible.
Much more to come.
Jerome Bettis retiring, the Steelers winning. Stay with us right here on Channel 4 Action News 90.
It must have been wonderful for the whole team, but especially for a rookie.
Yeah, like fast Willie Parker, like Heath Miller, and it was really a thing to kind of how can they even top that? And we asked Heath Miller that tonight, but let's listen to some of his thoughts about victory.
Heath, congratulations, Super Bowl champion. You're the best in the world. How's it feel?
It's an unbelievable feeling. It really is. Come home a champion and get us to the NFL, the best in the world. It's a special feeling.
Kind of a microcosm of the entire year, offense making plays when they had to.
Yeah, our defense hung tough early on, and they kept us in the game. Thanks to them, and they really played hard until we were able to get some points on the board for them.
How about this 12th man that you brought with you from Western Pennsylvania here to Detroit?
Oh, it's nice to play home. No better feeling to end it with all those guys watching, and for these veterans, it's no better way to go out.
How about winning it for Bussy?
Oh, he's no guy in the league who deserves it more than him, so I couldn't be more happy for him.
If it's this season, you're just a rookie. You'll play 100 years, right?
I hope it's every year, but we know we got to work it out for us next year. But we're going to celebrate this for a while.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Heath Miller, the rookie tight end, and talked about what it was like to play almost a home game. I like how, what did Clark Hagan say? It was like a sea of yellow out there. Really special.
We're going to hear more from Coach Cowher coming up in just a second, but first let's go to Oakland and check in with Bob Mayo to see how things are going down there. Bob.
Oh, there are crowds that you have not seen the likes of in years in Pittsburgh. Look down there. That's the intersection of Forbes and Bouquet, original hot dog shop in the corner of the Pitt Law School there, and waves of students from the University of Pittsburgh filling the streets here. So within minutes after the Steelers won the Super Bowl, they started pouring out of the dormitories. There was another wave of students coming from the apartments down in South Oakland, converging on this corner. Toilet paper streamers going up in the air, people picking up other people on their shoulders, dancing in the streets. There are people running around, some men taking off their shirts, bare-chested, people with painted faces. Incredible enthusiasm here. And talking to the chief of the University of Pittsburgh Campus Police, Tim Delaney, he said these people are happy. At that point, he had not reported any significant problems, one couch being burned down in South Oakland, but more recently, in the past few minutes, we've heard police responding to investigate reports of some vandalism to cars further down in Oakland, in the area of Bigelow Boulevard between the Cathedral of Learning and the William Pitt Union. No words of any injuries, but again, some reports of some car vandalism down there. But this is not an angry crowd. This is a happy crowd. You can see this thick collection of people here. The police here describe this to sort of tides. There'll be waves of students celebrating the Steelers win who will go down toward the Cathedral of Learning, other waves then coming back up. Now, there have been some people who have attempted maybe to move a bit of the street barricades, but on the whole, at this intersection, we have not seen any major problems. You're looking at a crowd. These students here, they were not born the last time the Steelers won a Super Bowl. This is something new and exciting for them. This enthusiasm continuing into the night here. Steeler fans, next generation, celebrating in Oakland, here in the University of Pittsburgh campus and off campus at the intersection of Bouquet and Forbes. Now, there are a lot of law enforcement out here in the scene. You can see the flashing lights of not only Pittsburgh police, but University of Pittsburgh police vehicles here. The police are in riot gear, but we've not seen any clashes between the students here. They seem to be, for the most part, respecting the street barricades, at least in this part of Oakland. Channel 4 Action News reporter Tika Artist and her photographer are down in the area between the Cathedral of Learning and the William Pitt Union, checking on the scene there. Now, it was the intention of the campus police to sort of channel students in that direction, but the numbers of people here are so great, they're simply filling Forbes Avenue. Now, you know they had shut down as of a couple of hours ago, Forbes Avenue from McKee Place all the way to Bigelow Boulevard, but that is accommodating quite a number of people here. We'll be keeping you posted on the developments here in Oakland and across the city of Pittsburgh as people are celebrating, reporting live on the Pitt campus in Oakland at Forbes and Bouquet. Mayo, Channel 4 Action News.
All right, Bob, thanks.
You know, the test of a coach is not how well you do when things are going great, but how you do when you're on ropes and you have to win on the road and you have to take your team to the Super Bowl and not only get them through a tough first half, but also call the right plays at the right time. Let's hear Coach Cowher.
You know, Mike, it's almost surreal right now. I'm telling you what, we came this is a special group of coaches, a special group of players. I was one small part of this, trust me. These guys were certainly, and this staff, this group, the support staff, we got a special organization. It starts at the top, and I can't be more happy with Mr. Rooney, for the players, for the coach, for the city of Pittsburgh. We've known, we don't got to do some of these. We got our own little niche right now. We're just getting right here. So, you know what? We're taking this day, we're going to come home. We're going to enjoy everything about it. Congratulations, coach.
Bill Cowher, the coach, they said couldn't win the big one, who maybe was too conservative, but took the risk at the right time, and now he is a world champion.
And let's go back to Detroit now with Sally and Andrew on the field. Guys?
Well, Michelle, of course, winning the Super Bowl means so much to the football team, but to McKeesport Mike Logan, it means even more. Growing up here, watching the Steelers as a kid, and now you are a part of a champion team, a championship you brought back to Pittsburgh. You were just telling me coming down the tunnel, you are just full of emotions right now.
I'm so full of emotions, and I don't know which one to display first. I wanted to cry, I wanted to smile, I wanted to laugh. But the first thing I did was go get my kids out the stands and give them a big hug and a kiss, and they told me they were proud of me, and that's the best feeling in the world.
Do you remember a couple of years ago, it was after a game, end of the season, and you guys had lost, and you thought they were going to cut you?
You know how this business is going to go. And my career has endured a lot of adversity. There's been a lot of trials and tribulations. And this is what makes this victory so much more sweet, because there were so many people who continued to support me and followed my career, been there through all the ups and downs. And this isn't only for me, this is for you as well.
I'll tell you, the defense had a key role in this game. I mean, the Seahawks threatened many times, couldn't take advantage of opportunities, but none of that is because of your defense. You guys stepped up, but you did break.
Right. Well, that's a credit to our defensive coordinator, Dick LeBeau. He told us if we go out there and execute, we'll have a great chance to win this game. And with all the players we have on defense, Joey Porter, Troy Polamalu, Casey Hampton, you can't say enough about him and what he does. If we just go out and execute, we're going to get it done. And we were able to execute.
You had a good career in Jacksonville. You came back here because you wanted to win a ring with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That was my focus coming home. I knew that they had a great organization and a great young team to get it done. It was close so many times, but now, space for that ring is going to be fulfilled.
Finally, let me ask you quickly, how did it feel to hold that Vince Lombardi trophy in your hands?
Man, it was so special because, like I said, I'm not only winning this for me, I'm winning it for so many more people. I mean, all my teammates. And what made it that much more sweeter, I was able to hold it with my pops. He was in there.
He was waving
so,
at us.
yeah, I got to share that with him. And as a young boy, you know, we tossed that football around many times in the backyard. And I told him, I said, I just thank you for not only just being my dad, but just being a man who's been influential in my life. And I was happy to share that moment with him.
Mike, congratulations. We're very proud of you.
Thank you. Long road travel. We're bringing it home to Pittsburgh. I said we ain't going to Disneyland. We're trying to get them to open up Kennywood. I'm going to Kennywood.
Love to hear that. Hey, more Super Bowl coverage from Detroit and Pontiac coming up in 8 seconds.
All right, we're going to talk to the guys in the trenches of the game right now. First, let's hear from Alan Faneca. How about that? What he had to say about the game.
You know, it takes hard work. I think last year we got lucky a lot, going 15-1. We were a team this year coming into the playoffs, and we were working hard. You know, none of the games were easy, and that paid off in the long run.
What was it like matching up? And you watched somebody get hurt about it, and you finally got on the field. What did you see?
You know, they got the best of us the first half. We couldn't get anything going too much, and you know, we came out the second half dedicated to the run, stuck to it, and we were moving the ball and mixing things up as well.
What does it feel like now?
This is awesome. This is what you dream about since you were a kid. This is what you dream about every year, every offseason, as soon as your season's over with, when you didn't accomplish this, and you finally accomplish it.
Alan, the block on Willie's touchdown was superb. Can you take me through that play?
It just worked out perfect, you know. The defensive end closed a little bit, and I came around it and sealed off the Sam linebacker, and Max and Kendall did a good job of getting to the Mike, and it just split right open for Willie.
How about winning this one for Bussy?
That's awesome, man. He deserves it so much. His hometown, possibly his last go of it. I love him to death, man. He deserves it.
Hometown, grinding the ball out all the way to the end. That's better. That's what he built for.
Did you ever imagine a neutral site like Detroit turned out to be Pittsburgh Northwest tonight?
It's the best. I love Detroit. All the fans came down. This was a home game for us. All the terrible towels everywhere. It feel like Heinz Field.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Marvell, this is the most excited I've ever seen you, man. Congratulations. You're a Super Bowl champion. How's that sound?
It's the best feeling. It sounds great. This is what we all worked for so hard all these years, coming up short. Now we finally did it.
You know, they're known for their 12th man, but you guys had a pretty good 12th man here in Detroit.
Yeah, this is home field right here. It was like Heinz Field. Everybody came out. They probably cheering outside the stadium too. It was terrible towels everywhere.
Willie's touchdown, I mean, the blocking was just absolutely superb on that. Can you take me through that play?
Man, we busted the hole open over there, and Willie hit it downhill full stride. And I knew nobody was going to catch him. If he could hit it downfield, big old open up fast Willie, he's going to get it there every time.
That's why they call him Fast Willie, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Marvell, congratulations.
Thank you.
How about let's hear from the most valuable player of the game today?
Yeah, think about Heinz Ward a year ago. Remember? Heartbroken, tearful, worried about Jerome not getting a Super Bowl championship. Let's listen to the MVP, Heinz Ward, tonight.
No question, I couldn't have did it without my teammates. Offensive coordinator Ken and my receiver coach Bruce Arians, they called a great play at the right time, and the offensive line did their job blocking. And Antoine, where you at, Antoine? He threw a hell of a ball, man. I'm glad it happened, and it went for a touchdown to help our team win the Super Bowl.
Well, all the MVPs were introduced before the game. You joined that group forever, and you know what the MVP means. It means you get to ride around Antoine the rest of the team with sweet wheels. Over there, 2007, one of the first 100 off the line. Brand new Cadillac Escalade. Got some keys for you, Hines. East MVP, Hines Ward of the 2007 Cadillac Escalade. And before we go,
I always enjoy his smile during the games, but that's maybe the best smile of all.
Constant, and throwing props to Antoine, and a big night. It was exciting. We're going to have a lot of those special moments coming up. Back in just a minute.
In Pittsburgh, this is a special report from Channel 4 Action News.
Just break the plane, which is a part of that goal.
One thing about Levy you should know, he has seen fit to change the call on the field only 23% of the time. That is the lowest rate of overturned plays over the last 3 seasons. And that's a in situations like this, not a coach's challenge.
He's won it today.
His daughters are there. It's that gambling thing, His wife Kay, little Carrie.
My teammates, they put me on their backs and they made sure that they wouldn't let me down.
Then later on, that is said, last stop, Detroit.
Yeah.
Coming back to Pittsburgh, though, with the trophy that he so dearly wanted.
Now with Sally and Andrew with more interviews on the field, guys.
And guys, we're joined by the 2 guys who helped hold the Seahawks to 10 points Super Bowl. We got, of course, Casey Hampton, the nose tackle, Larry Foote, the local guy, linebacker, coming home, winning a Super Bowl. Casey, let me begin with you. You had a huge game. Ski that you played very well. You were able to bottle up Sean Alexander for a good part of the game and have a sack as well. How important was it for you to have a big game in order to win the Super Bowl?
I think it was big. We knew they were going to try to come in and run the ball. That's what I've been talking about the offensive line all week. How good they won, things like that. But I've been telling everybody all week, it ain't about what they do, it's what we do. I feel like our defensive line and linebackers are some of the best in the league. Feel like they put up to our listen and do what we've been doing. It wasn't going to matter what they did.
Larry, what was the key play that guys settled down and said, we're going to win this, we can do this? Was there one special moment?
When we were stopping them in the first quarter when they crossed the goal line, that was big. We was grabbing the momentum. We was bending a little bit, but we didn't break. But the more offense go in there and don't come up with a touchdown, and we kept doing that. That's our goal. Don't let them cross the goal line, and that was key.
What does it mean for you? Detroit, this is in your home, your home area. We can't imagine it. Can you imagine it?
I'm floating. I can't imagine. I'm telling everybody all week it's more than a dream. I'm calling it a miracle. And we won, and this is the biggest stage in the world, and we won. But I'm just happy for my teammates, the organization, and definitely the city of Pittsburgh. They definitely deserve it. We got the craziest fans in the world, and they show their support. Hopefully they don't tear the town up, and I can't wait to get back home.
Can you believe that people, guys, were in this stadium with these terrible towns?
No, I definitely don't believe it because everywhere we go is like a home game. Like you said, we got the craziest fans in the world. And anywhere we go, they travel good, and they always on the side. It's like when we make a play, they really loud, and when Ben goes out there, we have to tell the crowd to be quiet when we, when we anywhere. So man, you got to be around.
Casey, I know you got to get going. You got a Pro Bowl date coming up in a couple of days, but what does it mean to you to be able to bring the Vince Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Big, man. Still haven't won one since the 70s, man, and just happy to get them one.
Oh, we have someone else.
Happy to get them one, man. We did our thing, and man, the Pittsburgh definitely deserve it. And it was a long time coming, and they just followed us and they just with us all the way, all the time.
Casey, congratulations. Let me quickly bring in Cedric Wilson, who became a big play receiver in this offseason. During the season, I know you wanted the ball. In this postseason, catching touchdown passes, making big plays. This is why you came here. How's it feel to be a world champion?
You know what? It's wonderful. I tell you that much. These guys here, boy, they the reason why, we keep going. Our defense is tough. They give our offense to make, call plays, deep plays down the field. And when you got your defense rolling like they've been rolling these last few weeks, you notice I'm giving them a credit. They're too big. I can stand right behind me. They breathing down my throat.
But the defense says it's the offense. You have that time of possession, and you got that crucial first down there in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know what? We all play together. We all play together, and no one guy can take all the credit. And all of us, you know, we play our part, we do our thing, and then we hold our own. And we're very confident that the guy beside us is doing the same thing.
You guys have made history because no team in the NFL has come to the Super Bowl winning all 3 road games and then won it.
We did it. We were with a great. We're gonna enjoy it for now. You know, we got mini camps coming up soon. We can only enjoy it.
We gonna go back to back. Okay, go ahead and say it then.
We got a short period of time that we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna enjoy it. But we got extra coming up. Not tonight. I won't sleep until he won't sleep until April.
And we gotta have one. Everybody, Larry Bird, Zach Wilson, Casey Hampton, all world congratulations. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, guys.
Hey, see a victory cigar. And by the way, I see a player today. I don't know if we've already mentioned this there on Channel 4, but they're being told Tuesday they're reporting 11 and 1 o'clock. They're already getting psyched up for it. Really an incredible night. A lot of excitement. These guys, as they told us before, they're sharing this moment with their families and their friends and their teammates. This is really a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You just don't know if you're going to get back here, but they got here at the hard way.
You know, it was funny. I was just sitting there. They had said this. So many of the analysts had said, no team, remember the New England Patriots, but lost in the Super Bowl. And so this team has made history. They've made more than that. And they have made a bond of friendship with each other that will never be broken.
It really was a record-setting Super Bowl, the longest run in Super Bowl history. Just an incredible night here in Ford Field. Of course, we'll have more continuing coverage from Ford Field as the Steelers hop on their buses. We're going to find out, where they're celebrating tonight here in Detroit, and we'll let you know that as well. But that's it for now from Ford Field. Let's back to St. Michelle in Pittsburgh, where I'm sure everybody's just losing it out there.
It is. It's crazy here too, guys. Thanks.
I still think one of my favorite lines of the night was Mike Logan saying, forget about Disney World, open up Kennywood. I'm going to Kennywood. Well, one of the things that's really important, obviously, is as Jerome Bettis is announcing his retirement, the guy that made it is Kreider. And I think we have Dan Kreider, the guy that made all of the blocks that made it possible to all those yards. And he really is the one that opened the door for a lot of those brilliant runs by Jerome Bettis. I think we have Kreider stay right now.
Well, we just kept playing ball. We started slow on offense, and to still be in that, be ahead 7-3 at halftime was big for us. Defense, there's guys, I can't say enough about them. They just make plays all the time, and offense, we just kept guys made some big plays.
Ben Roethlisberger becomes the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He showed a heck of a lot of poise in this one.
Yeah, no question. I'm sure he won a couple passes back today, but he just stayed in the game and kept playing. And can't say enough about his maturity this year. And sky's the limit for this team when he's playing well.
How about that came at a huge time, that interception?
Oh, no question. Anytime you get a turnover down the red zone, that's what you want. And at that point, we were starting to feel it like we're going to win.
Can you explain to the folks that don't live in Pittsburgh what it's like to finally, after all years, get that 5th trophy?
I'm floating on air, I guess. I feel like I'm just sky right now. It's unbelievable. This day's been a blur.
Well, enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Danny, you've been blocking for this guy.
And stay with us because we will have more reaction from the players as well as reaction from the wildness going on across town here.
A night that clearly people don't want to end. Take a quick break. We'll be right back with a lot more. Stay with us.
Let's head back out to Detroit right now.
Yeah, Sheldon Ingram standing by. He was our man in the stands, and you are really soaking it up, Sheldon.
It was a great assignment, Scott, being in the stands with Steelers Nation. And there were a variety of plays throughout the game that really got people out of their seats, got the towels waving. But right now we want to take you to that special play, the option pass from Randall L. to Hines Ward. Here it is.
One for the thumb, boys. One for the thumb. Woo!
Give me your reaction to that last play.
My reaction? Oh, I'm out of this world. That was a beautiful play. Most beautiful play I've ever seen.
It happened right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
There you can see how excited everyone is, and it is hard for people to really speak a clear, concise sentence when they're that excited. You're trying to get some reaction from them, but it was all good because we understand that they were just ecstatic that the Steelers just went ahead and put away the Seahawks. Back to you.
The universal language, yeah. And you know,
away.
fans are still that excited here in town, Sheldon.
Yeah, Jim Parsons has been following that over on the south side from his very safe vantage point. I think we're going to switch out to him. Jim, how's it going now?
Well, Scott, I think, you know, the brutal weather that we've got has been the police's best friend tonight, because if you were watching half an hour ago, there was no room to see Carson Street at all, the pavement, and now folks are kind of milling around, so the diehards are left, and we know that they'll stick around for quite a while. I checked in with Tammy Ewan from the Pittsburgh Police Department. She says as of about a half an hour ago, there were only 3 arrests made. There were 2 made in Strip District and 1 in Oakland, but we think that has now changed, because about a half a mile up Carson, at 12th, we were told that the police have had to use their clubs to break up the crowd. We've got some riot police right down here, and they're ready, but there's been really no problem up at this end of Carson. Down at 12th and Carson, there has apparently been, there was a fight, and we know that there was one man who was being treated for a head injury. By and large, though, this has been a very well-behaved crowd out here on the south side, and these folks, anyway, don't look like they're about to break it up anytime soon.
Fans still hanging out there, and the players still out on the field.
Yeah, we're going to go to Sally Wiggin right now. James Ferry's standing by with Sally. How's it going?
All right, we're with Deshae Townsend. Deshae, I mean, you know what? You guys in the secondary are a close group. You know, you've had your ups and downs. What is this like?
It's no greater feeling. You know, the time we put in, the studying, the togetherness that we have has really paid off today.
You could tell that Hasselbeck didn't have anywhere to go oftentimes.
Right. That's the part. That's how it's been for the most part. You know, we have good pressure, but a lot of times we have good coverage for pressures. And today it was a good day. You know, we studied hard all week. We had 2 weeks to prepare. And anytime we have time to prepare, we can really watch the film and settle down with what our offense is going to do. And today it paid off.
How long did it take you personally to settle down? I mean, were there butterflies coming through that tunnel?
I'm not really a nervous person. You know, it didn't take long. I told the guys before the game, it's the same game you played in Pop Warner. It's nothing different. It's just 80 million people watching. That's the only difference it is. More people watching. So go out there and have fun.
Did you hold the trophy?
I have not touched the trophy.
You didn't interview me.
I need to go grab this trophy and get my picture with it.
And okay, well, you know what? We're going to let you go today, Townsend, but thanks very much.
For the city of Pittsburgh. We're on our way back.
Tuesday it is. Thanks very much. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? Jeffrey is lugging his luggage across the field. They have a long way to walk here from the locker room, but here he comes. And I think that, you know what? They didn't need you guys. I'm just kidding.
You know, the kickoffs, they needed the kickoffs.
They did, they certainly
I guess the 3 points helped, too. Got to 2 possessions. But, you know, it's... It's just a matter of doing your job when you're needed, and I didn't have any field goal attempts tonight. So my job tonight was to do my best when I got on. I think I did pretty good with that.
But you have said that knowing that you're there and as consistent as you are helps them play better.
I think so. And
they've said that.
They give me, they give me all kinds of yelling and calling me names and that in practice, trying to make me better. So when I get into the game, it's easy. And,
let me get Andrew Stocky in here. Andrew. Andrew brought you over, and then we just grabbed you.
I'm out of breath.
Well, Jeff, you and I talked a bit on the first couple weeks like in the Super Bowl. You were very philosophical about it. This is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and so you've got to seize and enjoy the moment. Now that you've gone through it, I mean, is it beyond your wildest expectations?
It is. I mean, once you make it to this level, it's all the training camp, all the complaining, all the injuries you make it through. And, it all kind of like your body all of a sudden just feels better when something like this happens. And we're not the Super Bowl champions; we're the world champions, and we have a target on our back, and we know that. We always have, no matter if we're 6-10 or Super Bowl champions and world champions. So it's not going to get any easier for us. Obviously, our schedule is extremely tough next year, but right now we're going to enjoy this.
I asked a few of the guys about it's not only great to win a world championship, but the way you did it. 4 straight wins to end the regular season, 3 wins on the road in the postseason, and then to do it here at Ford Field. I mean, it's a record-setting effort. I mean, do you realize the magnitude of what you've been able to accomplish?
I don't think we realize it yet. I mean, I think we will. Once you see the numbers, once you hear everyone talking, you'll realize it. And some guys, we don't even realize this was our last game. We won again. Maybe we'll move on to next week, but this is it. And we're the champs, and you know that's all that can be said about this.
You knew that you might be called upon in this dome to kick a 50-yarder, and you sat there and you watched Josh Brown miss 2. What was going through your head?
You know, he had tons of leg on those. I know that. So actually, when I saw them both leave his foot, I was like, man, he made them both. And one little left and one little right. And you know, but you know what? You know, I tip my hat off to him. He had a tough kicking day. I mean, he's 1 for 3, but all 3 of his kicks for over 45 yards. So that's not a kicker. A dream day for a kicker. But at the same time, you know, he made the most of it, and he did his best. And you know, he's a class act. So you know, if I was in his shoes, I would be down on myself, but at the same time, you know, if I got an opportunity, I want to capitalize on it because, you know, I'm living for a long opportunity, especially in the dome.
Well, Jeff, hey, go catch your breath. Enjoy the moment. Congratulations on being world champion.
Thanks a lot.
It's always a pleasure, Jeff.
Great.
And we'll see you for the big parade on Tuesday.
All right.
Jeff Reed, Steeler kicker, who didn't have to kick the game-winning field goal. He said this is the way he wanted it to happen anyway. Hey, by the way, I was